Okay, we're back in the arcade. This time we're back with Time Crisis 4. I was in here a little while ago fixing the dirty driving and noticed that the left side here I had no signal on the monitor. So I opened it up and looked inside, and sure enough, it's what I thought it was. The CPU fan had locked up and wasn't turning, so the unit was overheating and going into a thermal shutdown. So about a year ago it happened, and I made a temporary fix. Got a oversized fan from Radio Shack, put in there, and never got around to putting the original fan back in. I have them, had to order them, but now it's time. The Radio Shack fan had gone bad, so it's time to put the original fan, CPU fan, in the unit. The Radio Shack fan right now is running. I had to take my finger and start it turning, and once I did, it started going, but the bearings are going bad in it. So let's go ahead and take this front cover off and get started. Okay, this particular game has two security bits on the top, one here and one on the other side, and down below they have a Phillips screw in each side here. It does have a lock here, but never had a key for the lock, so I've never replaced them with the security screws. I just never replaced the lock. So let's go ahead and take the screws out so we can get this cover off. Okay, first thing I want to do is remove this old Radio Shack fan I put on here, which was a temporary fix until I got the correct fans to go in the CPU, and it's just glued on the top here, so it ought to pop right off. Served its purpose. Disconnect it right here, because this one was a 115 volt fan, but as you can see, it's, well, I had to take my finger to get it started earlier, so it's on its way out. So now what we have to do is open up the CPU top here, because the fan we want to replace is underneath this top cover right here. Okay, we'll start by taking the screw out the cover here. It has a ground wire attached to the housing here.
What? A two. A three.
The other screw is missing. It wasn't in there in the beginning. We'll take the cover off, put that out the way, and here's the fan that we're going to have to replace. It's only held in with two screws. It is a 12 volt fan, and the connector is underneath this PC board, back down under here. It's hard to get to, so rather than take this off, last time what I did was I just cut the wire going to the fan and soldered, heat shrunk the wire going to it. So let's go ahead and pull this fan loose.
You shot down. Ow.
Oh, 530! 964 one! 964, that's the biggest ever, dog.
And the fan just comes right off.
Oh, it's tied
As you
up.
can see, when it went bad last time, I just went ahead and cut one of the wires so it wouldn't short out. So
I'm getting that.
we'll just go ahead and cut this other one off.
I love how I always say,
Stop, stop!
So that's where I spliced it together last time.
I need 3 or 4. I get 4 or 1.
I think I'll just go ahead and just splice it in, make the wires a little longer.
Get the zebra! I mean the giraffe.
Got him.
This fan here is still turning, but
Mine is bigger.
It wasn't working. I can feel the
Probably the weight, not the size.
I can feel the fan rubbing on the rotor inside, so that the bearings is actually going bad in that. If it is a bearing, it might just be a bushing type. I don't know. Anyway, all right, we'll go ahead and strip these wires off and tin them with solder to get the new fan out and tin those.
Wait,
And then we'll go ahead and put those together. Okay, now we're going to pre-tin the wires. In other words, soak the wires with solder. Make it easier for the connection. Do the same thing to the wires on the new fan. Now we're going to put our heat shrink on the wires. Now, since this is a 12-volt fan, usually they're calibrated right, so I'm going to just red to red, black to black, and the fan should turn in the correct direction. At least we hope it will anyway. We'll check it. Let me do the red one first since it's farther away here. Away. We'll shrink it. And now, a little tight in here. Let's see if I can get up in here. Back in. ahead and put our cover back on. Our ground screw back on. Now we can fire it up and see if the fan is operating. Okay, well, the game is loaded back up and running now. So let's take a peek here and see if the fan is running. And yep, the fan is blowing nice, cool air straight up out of the top like it should. So that job is all done. And the next time I won't have to go back home. I got an extra fan, and I'm just going to keep it right here in the cabinet so I know where it is. So next time I'll have everything I need, and I'll be able to put it together right on site. So now all we got to do is get our tools together and close it back up, and then we'll check it out again. Okay, Time Crisis 4 is back up and running again. That was a simple fix. Actually, it takes more time to get all the tools out to do the job than it does to do the job itself. But that's the way it goes. So, just another quick arcade fix. Have you had your arcade fix today?